Sis, I need to talk to you. What? What's the matter? Julia, you're having an affair with my husband, aren't you? What? What are you saying out of the blue? I'm not having an affair with your husband. You're not going to get away with this. I know you've been in our house a lot when I'm not around. What? How did you find out? Did you hire a detective? Or are you setting up a hidden camera? I'm scared that you'd go that far. Julia, you definitely did that on purpose. Huh? What? You left brand name watches and accessories in our house? All the things you were showing off to me. You pretended to forget those things at our house so that I would notice that Noah and you were cheating. If you've already figured it out to that extent, there's no point in pretending to be innocent, huh? Then I'll be honest with you. Don't be surprised when you hear it. I'm pregnant with Noah's child. Huh? In other words, I'm pregnant with your husband's child. No way. You're stealing my husband this time? Yeah, I'm sorry. When I was in college, you flirted with my boyfriend whom I was together with for 2 years. You stole him from me, right? Oh, I don't quite remember, but did that happen? Don't get me wrong. I didn't mean to take him away from you. I just had time on my hands, so I gave him a little attention. Then, he happened to fall in love with me, and he just dumped you on his own. Don't you dare blame this on me. That's a lie. I had heard from him back then that you had been asking him out repeatedly, and he was troubled. And then, you started talking shit about me to him, and he started to believe you. Well, it's a good thing you broke up with such a guy, don't you think? Well, maybe so. But that doesn't mean you didn't steal him from me. You're not sorry at all, are you? And now you're stealing my husband? Don't mess around. It can't be helped. It's your fault, you know. Huh? Why is it my fault? Because Noah told me you can't get pregnant. Huh? You've been married for 4 years, right? I feel sorry for Noah. No wonder he wants to cheat on you. So I got pregnant for him. So you should divorce him right away. If you can't have children, you don't deserve to be married. You should give him to me because I'm pregnant. Just so you know, we've been dating for a while now. What? It's been 2 years now. I didn't realize it's been that long. So, Noah's heart is mine. Now you understand, don't you? You have no choice but to get divorced. After you get divorced, I'll marry Noah right away. Well, then I'll give him to you. What? I'll give him to you? I know you don't really want to get divorced. Ease up on the arrogance. I'm not being arrogant, but I'm going to charge you compensation to make up for it. You'd better take care of that. Of course. I'll ask Noah to pay it, so there's no problem. Noah makes a lot of money, right? Did you think I don't know anything about it? I don't have to pay you, and I don't have to work, right? My life is rosy. It's always been my dream to get a husband who makes over $100,000 a year. It's all thanks to you, Miranda. I really appreciate you, sweetie. So you made your choice based on money after all. I wouldn't know about regretting it. Huh? You're the one who's going to regret, sore loser.
Miranda, you already heard from Julia, right? Julia and I are having a baby. Of course, I feel bad about it. But you understand that I have no choice, right? You understand that it's better for the child to have its parents, Julia and I, by its side, right?
Well, that's understandable.
That's Miranda. You're so quick to understand. Well then, we're getting a divorce. I'm not going back to that house. The house is a rental, so you can move out or do whatever you want.
You and Julia, you both don't feel bad at all, do you? You guys certainly don't seem to be feeling bad.
Because it was your fault to begin with. We've been married for over 4 years now, and you can't have kids at all.
Hey, you're saying it's my fault that we couldn't have kids?
Because it is. In fact, I did have a baby with Julia.
I've been to an OBGYN before, and it's been proven that I'm not infertile. And yet, you always blame me. You and your mother always make sarcastic remarks. Do you know how stressed I was? How can you blame me when you might be the cause too?
I guess you can't fully rely on test results, because you actually couldn't get pregnant. Well, since you're so picky, I took a fertility test the other day. But the fact that Julia got pregnant confirms that I wasn't the cause. So don't bother letting me know when you get the test results. Just throw it away.
Fine. It's a relief to be divorced from a man like you.
Yeah, whatever.
Are you with Julia now?
Yep.
Then I'll send the divorce papers to Julia's house. I'll also ask for compensation.
Yeah, I'll pay for it, don't worry.
Miranda! Thank you for divorcing Noah. We registered our marriage right away. I'm so sorry I stole your precious husband away from you. You still love him, don't you? I bet you spend every day crying, huh? Well, I do feel sorry and I've already paid you compensation, so forgive me. Well, I didn't pay a penny. Noah has so much money, it's great. I'm not crying. In fact, I had been thinking of divorcing Noah. What? You don't have to lie like that just because you're disappointed that Noah dumped you. You never told me that before, and you're telling me now. It's so uncool. I'm not lying. I just didn't tell you. Okay. I'll just leave it like that then. Julia, Mom told me. You were planning to marry someone else. You were together for 3 years, right? That means you were together with Noah for 2 of those 3 years. You two are such assholes. What can I say? They're both good guys. It couldn't be helped. Don't say it couldn't be helped. You even got engaged, and then you switched to Noah? That's right. So I had to pay compensation to my ex too. But Noah paid all that money too. Why did you prefer Noah? Income! I told you before, didn't I? Yeah, but I didn't know you had a fiancé at that time. My ex made only about $60,000 a year. But Noah makes more than $100,000, right? Noah makes almost twice as much as my ex. So my future is more secure. What a reason. I also feel like taking your stuff away from you. I wonder why myself. Whatever. Mom and Dad are mad at you, you know? They both know that you stole my boyfriend when we were in college. So they said they can't forgive you this time. And they'll kick you out even if you come home. They're just saying that. I bet they'll change their attitude when I take their precious grandkid with me. Yeah, maybe. Well, it's none of my business. I'll give you one piece of advice, Julia. What? What is it? It's true that Noah's salary is good, but he loves to gamble. What? Really? Well, he seems to be not gambling lately. But when he has a bad day or something, he has a habit of gambling. So you'd better be careful. Thanks for the advice. But well, he'll have fun every day with me, so I'm sure he'll be fine. You've got a lot of confidence, don't you? Well, I did warn you. Miranda, I'm finally going to have a baby. I'm already in the last month of pregnancy. My belly is suddenly getting so big, it's hard to walk. Is that all you want to tell me? I'm in a hurry. This is so annoying. You're too cold, aren't you? Besides, Noah dumped you, so there's no way you have plans on your day off. Oh, I get it. You're going out with your single friends to a blind date or something. You must be really miserable, losing your rich husband. Give me a break. I have a date with my boyfriend right now, so I don't have time for you. I'm turning off notifications for texts. What? Boyfriend? You already have a boyfriend? You're Miranda. It can't be happening. Miranda, it's a handsome baby boy. I'm happy for you. You can't have a baby even if you have a boyfriend, can you? I'll bet he'll dump you again, saying he doesn't want a woman who can't even have a baby. You're miserable. Now that you're a mother, why don't you stop talking nonsense like that? Why do you keep trying to one-up me? I'm just saying the truth. Besides, when you're happy, it kind of pisses me off. What is that? What did I do to you? I think I'm the victim here. You stole my guy twice. You didn't do anything to me. Then what's wrong with you? But your existence just pisses me off. So how can I help it? What the hell? Ill fortune suits you, Miranda. I understand exactly how you feel. If that's your attitude, I won't stay quiet either. You'll regret what you just said. What? What are you talking about? What are you going to do? I have a kind and rich husband and a cute little son. I'm too happy. Then you must be at the peak of your happiness right now, poor thing. Huh? Keep saying that.
Miranda, I got a mail from you, so I opened it to see what it was. It said I'm infertile. This is a test I got the other day. I thought you threw it away.
I was going to throw it away, but I was curious, so I took a look.
But isn't it strange? Julia gave birth. We had a baby. And yet I'm infertile. How is that possible?
Well, test results aren't always 100% correct.
I know, right? I thought it was crazy. I shouldn't have taken this thing. You shouldn't have sent me this stuff either.
But they might be right.
Well...
You know Julia had a fiancé, right? Isn't it possible that it's her fiancé's child? I think you should have a genetic test done.
If it's not my child... Miranda, why didn't you tell me earlier? You would have gotten the test results sooner.
At first, I was going to not tell you. But Julia was trying to one-up me, and I got so pissed off. Besides, Julia has always had a tendency to do something completely irrational. If she finds out that you're infertile, I didn't know what she'd do.
Oh, well, anyway, I'll get it checked out. How could this happen? I wasn't expecting this.
Miranda, did you tell Noah something? He suddenly comes home so late. We just had a baby, and I can't believe he's wandering around somewhere. I just told him the fact. What fact? You'll find out soon enough. Noah's probably out gambling anyway. He seemed pretty shocked. What did you tell Noah? If you're curious, why don't you ask him yourself? I don't even want to text with you anymore, so don't contact me. Bye.
Miranda, you were right. The test results came back and the child wasn't mine. It wasn't supposed to be like this. If I had known earlier, I never would have married Julia. When she told me she was pregnant, I felt like I had to take responsibility. I don't know why I cheated on you. You and I were supposed to have a happy family.
What are you saying now? I'm sorry, but I'm so relieved to be rid of you.
I'm hurt already, so don't say something like that.
What are you talking about? I'm the one who got betrayed by you. Julia told me. She said you two were together for 2 years. I really can't believe it. I don't care if you're hurt. You deserve this because you were being so selfish.
Oh no.
So, what are you going to do? Are you going to divorce Julia? Or are you going to accept the child as your own and raise it together with Julia?
Of course we're splitting up. The kid was her ex's kid. The kid's face will look like him, and there's no way I can raise the kid like that.
I see. Well, it's none of my business.
Don't say that. Miranda, won't you start over with me?
Huh?
I realize that you're the one I want. Julia spends money too much and doesn't do housework well. And our house is a mess.
You've got to be kidding me.
Huh? I'm not kidding, I'm serious.
Then I decline. I have a boyfriend.
What? You already got a guy?
He's an old acquaintance of mine. When he found out I got married, he tried to give up on me many times, but he just couldn't. Of course, he didn't want to tell me how he felt because I was married. But when he heard that I got divorced because you cheated on me, he told me that he would definitely make me happy. I was really happy to hear that. We've known each other for a long time, so we know each other well. It's been exactly 100 days since our divorce, so I'm going to get married very soon.
No way. I can't believe you're already moving on with your life.
Let me tell you something. Even if I didn't have a boyfriend right now, I'm 100% sure that I won't get back together with you.
What? Why are you saying that?
Even though you were the reason we couldn't have children, you blamed it all on me and accused me with your mother. You're married to me, but you've been cheating on me with my sister for 2 years. Whenever you had a bad day, you would spend money on gambling and go into debt. How could I possibly want to get back together with such a man? I was thinking of divorcing you even before I knew you were cheating on me with my sister.
Huh? No kidding.
I'm not kidding. Your mother kept calling and texting me, asking me to hurry up and have her grandchildren. I was having a nervous breakdown. When I talked to you about it, you said it's my fault. Instead of defending me, you joined your mother in attacking me. So when Julia declared that she was going to steal my husband from me, I was pissed off, but at the same time I felt lucky. Thanks to that, I was able to get a lot of compensation.
Because, at the time, I thought you were the one who was infertile.
Even if I was, I can't believe how you treated me. You're divorced twice, and you're probably single for the rest of your life.
My life wasn't supposed to be like this.
Miranda, the child wasn't Noah's. Noah told me he's divorcing me. I never thought Noah was infertile. I can't believe this baby is my ex-boyfriend's. Why did you tell Noah the test results after all this time? Because of you. He said he's going to do a genetic test, and now this is happening. If only you had kept quiet, none of this would have happened. I wasn't going to tell him at first either, but now I know exactly how you feel about me. I told you, didn't I? I told you that you would regret what you just said. Besides, I just sent him the test results. That's all I did. I didn't do anything wrong. You're the one who was doing something wrong by cheating on your sister for so long. You're in a relationship with 2 guys at the same time, and that's why you're in this mess. Don't blame me for it. I know it's hard to raise a child by yourself after Noah divorced you, but I wish you good luck. Mom and Dad said they don't want to help you, and I don't want to be repeatedly contacted like this either. So I'm going to block you now. Oh no! Miranda! I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything I've done. So please forgive me. Don't abandon your sister. Noah and Julia got divorced. Noah took time off work due to mental shock and got addicted to gambling again. He was fired from his job after being absent from work for more than a week without permission. Julia told her ex-fiancé that she had given birth to his child. She tried to get back together with him, but her ex-fiancé rejected her out of hand. Also, her ex-fiancé took away the child from Julia. Julia refused, but she had no means to support herself. So her ex-fiancé got to live with the child. As a result, Julia lost her family, husband, child, and everything else. I heard that she was quietly making a living through late-night part-time work. As for me, I remarried and live happily with a kind man.
Hi, Emily, it's been 3 years. I went to Mom and Dad's place, but someone else answered the door. Did you guys move out? Tell me where you three live now. Huh? Ruth? How dare you after what you did to me? What? Am I not welcomed? Of course not. What? Why? It's been 3 years since you eloped with my ex Isaac. We didn't hear anything from you guys. How could you casually drop me a line? Well, Isaac and I broke up already. What? Broke up? I realized that there were limits to eloping. Eloping means throwing away everything you have built up in your life. In other words, Isaac had to leave his work. If you think about it, Isaac was unemployed. His job search in the new town didn't go well at all. And when he finally got a job, it was at a small company that paid only mediocre wages. We did not have so much money in savings, and it was hard to go back to our hometown. By the time a year had passed, we felt like we had no choice but to live together. We ended up staying together for a little more than 3 years, but we finally decided to break up, and I was released. Wow, but that doesn't mean you could return to Mom and Dad's. What? I'm sure they will be happy to have their daughter back home for the first time in 3 years. They said they didn't want to talk to you, who would elope with her sister's fiancé. That's mean. You're the one who did terrible things to me. I see you've even visited home. One of the reasons we moved out was to cut ties with you. Tell me your new address, please. We don't want to see you again. I wouldn't tell you. Then why did you keep my number? If you didn't want to talk to me, you could have blocked my number. Yeah, that's right. Now that I've made that declaration, I can finally block you. What? I've been waiting for this day. You're officially disowned. So, Emily, goodbye. Emily, I changed my number. What? Ruth? That's right. It's terrible of you to block your little sister. I have so many questions I want to ask you. I told you we're not talking anymore. No matter how many times you change your number, it doesn't change the fact that you are disowned. I'm blocking you now. Wait a minute. I found out where you live. What? You live in a really nice place, don't you? I'll live there for you as an apology for blocking me. What are you talking about? I understand you found my address, but you can't live here. Why not? This place is rented under my boyfriend's name. Ha ha ha. You're slow as always. What I'm trying to say is, I am with your boyfriend now, so I'm moving in with him. That's what I'm saying. Huh? Oh, that's right. Isaac wanted to get back together with you. I'll give Isaac back to you, so we're all good again. Now everything is settled, and we're all happy. Good, good, good. There's no way I'll ever get back together with Isaac. If he shows up, I'll turn him in to his parents. They pay the compensation. Oh my God, that's so scary. Besides, my boyfriend is the one who accepted me after knowing everything about my past. There's no way he would betray and cheat on me with you, the root of all evil. Huh? So you're saying that I'm too attractive for him. He knows everything, but he still wants me. I'm sorry I stole another man from you. I'm such a sinful woman. He's sitting next to me right now. What? He says he doesn't know you. He had never met you. He doesn't know your number. Huh? Emily, you can't lie to me. Keep your joke to yourself. How can you be so sure it's a lie? Because he's right next to me. I think he is not who you think he is. That can't be true. Then tell me the name of that person. Are you stupid to make me say that? Are you the one who doesn't realize you're not getting anywhere? Don't worry, you're the only one who thinks so. Just say it. I'll leave tomorrow, depending on your answer. You will if I tell you? If he is really cheating on me. You know, his name is David. David? Yes, now that I've said it, you need to leave. Goodbye. Hey, Emily, what's going on? I know your celebrity life in the condo is great and you don't want to leave, but you promised me you'll leave. You should at least spell leave correctly. Huh? Are you stupid? Shut up. That doesn't matter. Just get out of the condo. I'm going to live with David on the top floor. I'm so ready to move in. I can't move in if you're still there. My boyfriend's name is not David, so I would not leave. Huh? What's that? Stop being difficult. You can't fool me, Emily. You are so obvious. Let me ask you something. Where is this condo you're after? Huh? Why are you asking me that? You're not very smart, are you? It's the River City condo near River Station, right? Room 5001 on the top floor. I knew what you were going to say. Am I right? You live there with David, so there's no way you could be wrong. I asked around about you and your address. I'm sure of it. I see. You used all your connections to find out. Amazing, isn't it? I came here one day and snuck in among the residents. They found out you were living with a rich, handsome guy, David. Of course, I'd want a place like that, right? I guess the old information is what caused this misunderstanding. I see. What? What do you mean, misunderstanding? You see, we sold that room 6 months ago. You sold it? It was my boyfriend's condo. He had to relocate for his new job. Fortunately, my work has a branch office there, and we were planning to get married anyways. So, we found a nice condo in the area where we were going to move. We sold the room in River City condo and bought a new one here. And we're still living together. Well, what about David? He must be the new resident. Oh, really? I was surprised. But I don't care. David is still mine. Once again, I have to make a plan to kick out his girlfriend. I don't think you can do that. She's the owner of room 5001. Huh? So it's David who will be evicted from the condo. By the way, David's work went bankrupt. He's currently unemployed and looking for a job. Unemployed? Is that true? Are you joking again? The truth will come out soon. Soon? David's girlfriend, well, his fiancée, Erica, owns her business. I knew Erica through work and I've met David too. What? To be honest, you're an embarrassment to my family, and I didn't want anything to do with you. I told David's fiancée about your relationship with David. What? What are you doing? Of course, it's the best way to stop your selfish behavior. There's also the compensation that you haven't paid me yet. Huh? Also, David's fiancée is monitoring David's GPS now. What? I heard he has been at your apartment since last night. What? They know everything about you guys. Reported me? You may want to be careful. After this, Erica went to Ruth's apartment. What a surprise! David's parents accompanied her. Ruth and David were caught and yelled at all night long. My parents, who now live in a senior apartment, told Erica that Ruth would take all the responsibility. Later, Ruth ran away to her ex, Isaac. But she was captured despite her effort. I also informed Isaac's parents where he is. And so Ruth was captured again. She works for Erica's subcontractor with a minimum wage, spending most of her salary on compensation.
Emily, what are you doing? Will you stop it? What's the matter, Karen? Stop what? What are you talking about? Are you going to stay home today, as always, and not go out anywhere? Yes, that's the plan. You're staying home every day. You're still too young to stay home all the time. You should go out and get a job. We cannot afford to support a stay-at-home, unemployed person. You are mistaken about me being a stay-at-home, unemployed person. I only stay at home because I work from home. I'm not unemployed. I have a job. I'm actually pretty busy. You're busy? How can you be busy? You are a parasite in my house. What is this all of a sudden? It's not sudden. It's what I've been thinking ever since we started living together. My lovely son Kevin goes to work every day and comes home exhausted late at night. Why do you stay at home and slack off all the time? You stay in your room, living an easy life, parasitizing Kevin. What a young wife you are! You're pathetic. I'm not living an easy life. I work in my room every day. And with all due respect, I'm the one who makes the most money in our house. I don't deserve to be called a parasite. You're such a detrimental woman. A wife like you would be a bad influence on Kevin. What do you mean by bad influence? My baby Kevin earns less than you, so he would lose confidence because of you. Oh, my poor sweet Kevin. Is that so? Rather, he told me he was thankful that my income is more than others. Isn't it your delusion that he's losing confidence? Of course Kevin won't tell you the truth. My baby Kevin is a kind boy, so he's too shy to tell you the truth. That's why I'm speaking for him. I'm telling you his true feelings. By the way, you say you make $500K a year, but that's a lie, isn't it? It's true. There's no way you can make money by staying home. LOL. Isn't $500K what Kevin earns? Kevin can't earn that much. What is that? Are you looking down on Kevin? I don't look down on him at all. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't know about that. I can't trust anything a parasite wife says. Well, if that's the amount you really earn, you're probably earning it by doing something bad. What do you mean? Perhaps you earn the money by showing your naked body on the internet. Such a slut. How can you do something like that when you're a wife of my baby Kevin? That's disgusting. Why would I do something like that? You have a very vivid imagination, don't you? Will you stop being so paranoid? Well, there's no way a woman like you could make more money than Kevin with a normal job. I worked hard to earn this much. No, you didn't. There's definitely more to it than that. A slut like you doesn't deserve Kevin. Get out of my house. What? You're nothing but a distraction. Your presence is a bad influence on Kevin. Kevin is divorcing this parasitic, filthy wife. That's so out of the blue that I can't accept it. I don't care what you say. Just sign the divorce papers and get the hell out of here. I can't do that right now. I don't think Kevin would like it either if you suddenly say something like that. Kevin and I haven't discussed anything in the first place, so you can't just decide something like this. I think Kevin would be all for the divorce, lol. What makes you think so? He was bitching about you the other day. He said he can't spend money freely because of you. He was lamenting that he can't even use his credit card as he pleases. It's true that his allowance is all he has, but I don't think he would want to get a divorce just because of that reason. I asked him what he would think about getting a divorce. He said he'd be happy. So, I bet he would definitely agree to the divorce. And I bet he would also praise me for making this happen, lol. I can't believe he would want a divorce just because of this. I mean, you don't deserve to manage Kevin's finances. You're just a slut wife. I wish you wouldn't get carried away. But if I don't manage Kevin's money, he spends it all. What's wrong with spending your own money as you please? That kind of arrogant attitude leads to divorce. Since you have that much income, you should pay Kevin a huge amount of alimony. LOL. That's so unreasonable. Kevin, is this a good time? What's wrong, Mom? It's been about a week since I urged that stupid wife to divorce you. How is everything? She left our house, but I'm just wondering how things turned out. Are the divorce papers filed? I'm so excited to know how it went, I can't sit still. Of course, the papers are filed. I divorced her. Man, I'm so refreshed, lol. That's great. Thanks to you, I'm super happy now that I'm free from that woman. I can't thank you enough. I just did what a mother should do. If your son is in trouble or unhappy, it's the parent's job to help him out. Right on, Mom. You're the best, Mom. I'm glad I'm your son. Oh my gosh, you make me so happy. Well, I raised a fine person like you, Kevin, so I'm pretty good at things like this too. Thank you so much. Well, now that you divorced her, I can finally live without seeing that woman's face. I'm so relieved. It's like the air in my house is cleaner too. I'm sorry I made you feel uncomfortable. I've been extremely uncomfortable too, but I was having a hard time figuring out how to ask her for a divorce. You've always been indecisive, Kevin. Don't worry. I'll always be there to help you. Kevin, my baby, you can stay just the way you are. I'm counting on you, Mom. By the way, what happened to the alimony? I'm wondering how much to charge her. That woman makes $500K a year, so let's charge her a hefty fee. Yep, I agree. She's probably at fault for this divorce, so you should be able to get a lot of alimony. Let's just squeeze money out of her as much as we can and live a luxurious life together, shall we? But I wonder if she did something really bad. Did you hate her that much, Mom? You know, she didn't do much work. She was lazy and stayed at home, right? And she did the bare minimum of housework. And she was a real cocky bitch. LOL. When I told her to clean my room, she complained that I should at least clean my own room. What a bitch. A woman who doesn't cooperate with the family has to pay alimony. LOL. A parasitic woman who doesn't fulfill her duty as a wife deserves to be divorced.
I see. Well then that's her fault, LOL.
Besides, you were restricted from spending money. Weren't you in a lot of emotional pain?
Yeah, it was really bad. I hated it so much. When I asked her to increase my allowance, she acted so overbearing and yelled at me, no. Who does she think she is to control my allowance?
That's awful. I'm sure that's another factor to raise the amount of alimony. Because Kevin was in pain. Such an evil woman she was.
I thought she was a nice, kind woman when we were dating. I didn't think she was such a horrible woman.
You'd be surprised how many women change when they get married. There are a lot of stupid women like her out there, so don't let them fool you again, Kevin.
I'm okay now. Thanks to her, I've learned to be a good judge of character.
I hope so.
I won't make any more mistakes with women, so don't worry. I only choose good women.
Alright, I believe you, Kevin. You're my son. You should be absolutely fine.
Yep. From now on, we'll be living together, just the two of us, so I'll be counting on you.
Of course. Let's live happily together. Long time no see. I hope you've been well. It's been a while. I've been fine, thank you. Well, now that you're gone, I can do whatever I want. LOL. Do whatever you want? Yeah, I can really do whatever I want. I've been buying a lot of things with Kevin's credit card lately. What? See, you've been restricting the usage of Kevin's money, right? It's great that the limit is gone, LOL. Did you get Kevin's permission for that? Don't tell me you're using Kevin's credit card without his permission. Of course, it's a secret. He's probably been using his credit card a lot now that you're gone. And he won't even notice if I use it a little. Oh, I'm just about to go shopping for new clothes. Of course, I'm using Kevin's credit card. It's a luxury brand that I've always wanted to buy. I can do whatever I want now that you're gone. I can finally enjoy the taste of having a well-paid son. Your son got fired. What? Kevin got fired? That's right. No. That's a lie. Why did they fire the brilliant Kevin? That's impossible. Just because you didn't like the fact that I kicked you out, it's not a good idea to tell false information like that. If you really don't believe me, you can check with Kevin's company. If you say so, it makes it more believable. It's a fact. Well, if it's true that Kevin was fired, what was the reason? Ah, I got it. He wasn't fired, but he actually resigned voluntarily, didn't he? Did his boss bully him or something? And he had to quit because of that? No, that's not it. He was fired. He was laid off. You're living with him now, right? Yes, but you haven't heard anything from him? No, nothing. Kevin had an affair within the company. An affair? Yes. That's impossible. Kevin has always been a straight-laced good boy. He's not a slutty wife like you. Kevin would never commit such a despicable act. But Kevin did such a despicable and disgusting thing. If you don't believe me, call Kevin's company and ask them. It's a lie. I won't be fooled. How the hell do you know that in the first place? How could you possibly know that kind of information when you're stuck at home all the time? I do business with Kevin's company. You do? I thought you were doing something bad to earn money. No, I don't. I'm a regular employee of a company. I told you this many times. But how is it possible for a company employee to make $500K a year? The company I work for is a small venture started by a friend of mine from college. An app we developed became a hit, and now we're inundated with business requests from companies. We are quite busy, but because we have a small number of employees, the president of the company gives us a substantial bonus. I don't understand what you're saying, but it seems like 500K is true. It's a funny world we live in now, that you can earn 500K by staying at home. Our client of Kevin's company knows about my relationship with Kevin, so he was telling me all sorts of things. Yesterday, I heard that Kevin had an affair and was fired. No way! I can't believe my Kevin would do such a lousy thing. Incidentally, it seems that the husband of the adulterer was a lawyer, and he's demanding a large sum of money for compensation. A large sum of money? Yep. There's no way Kevin can pay that kind of money, because he got fired, right? It's impossible to pay compensation when it's so difficult to make a living. But he had an affair, so it can't be helped. That may be true, but I used Kevin's credit card without telling him, and now his savings will be gone. I guess you shouldn't have used your son's credit card without permission. Well, you'll be fine, because I think they'll charge him an amount that a little bit of savings won't be able to handle. Besides, I'll be filing a claim through my lawyer soon. What? Of course I will. But you're already divorced. It's not right to ask for compensation even though you're divorced. How much do you want to hurt Kevin? Kevin had an affair during our marriage, you know? Then it's no wonder I'm demanding compensation. How can you? You're his ex-wife. I'm asking for compensation because I was his wife. Then at least give him a discount. I can pay you 1K out of my savings. You're rich. You can live without compensation. No, I won't forgive him a single penny. I will consult a lawyer about the fact that my mother-in-law snubbed me and kicked me out of the house, so the amount I will charge will be quite high. I'm the one who was hurt by my husband's adultery and my mother-in-law calling me a parasite and a naked earner. I will take as much as I can, so you better be prepared. No! Please don't exploit us any further. I'm sorry about what I did. I'm really sorry. So forgive me and Kevin. I can't. If you charge Kevin money too, Kevin will go bankrupt. When Kevin came home, Karen asked him about the affair, and he told her everything in tears. Seeing Kevin's tears, Karen said, "I will somehow help you." She borrowed money in both their names and paid the compensation. Now they are both working part-time jobs. The amount of debt is too large to pay back, so they are living in poverty. Furthermore, Kevin had an affair at his workplace again and was charged compensation. The debt seems to be increasing every day now, and they are both at a loss.
Emily, isn't it awful? Hey, Emily! Lauren, you've contacted me for the first time in a few years. What's up to you all of a sudden? I heard you got married. Oh, yes, I did. What about it? I wasn't invited to your wedding. Our wedding is in a few days. Oh, so your wedding is really gonna be in Okinawa. Then you invite me, right? I'm sure you're gonna pay for the transportation, aren't you? It's my first time in Okinawa. I'm so excited. Wait, I'm not inviting anyone to our wedding. What? It's just for the two of us, and that's also gonna be your honeymoon, so nobody's been invited. What? That's crazy. How come? I heard that your husband is a really cool guy. He must be rich and handsome. No, he's just a normal white-collar worker who gets an average income. I don't understand that you're not introducing your cool husband to me. You should share him with me. We don't share husband. He's mine. It's not fair, Emily. There are some reasons for us not inviting people to a wedding. I don't even invite my parents, so please understand us. But it's not fair. I'm not going to invite anyone to the wedding no matter what you say. Dang it. Bye, Lauren. It's unfair. He must be a very rich and handsome guy that you even want to hide him from a childhood friend. I'm so jealous. It's unfair that Emily is the only one being happy. I'm going to find out Emily's husband for sure. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, Emily. Just arrived at A station. You're early. I took a cab because I had a lot of luggage and I arrived too early. I see. I'm still on the train, but I'll be there 5 minutes before the meeting time. Yeah, I'm killing time, so don't worry about it. By the way, is your brother-in-law doing all right? He's probably fine, I guess. I think I did a great job lying to him. I just told him we'll be in Okinawa, so I don't think he'll be able to chase us to the small islands. That's true. How about you? About what? You know, that annoying childhood friend who'd never listened to you and got all excited by making me out to be a rich, handsome, hot guy. Oh, you're talking about Lauren. She hasn't texted me since then, so I'm sure she's fine. I've only told her I will be in Okinawa like how you told to your brother. Also, I didn't tell her our plan. Then it's gonna be alright. That's right. I hope everything goes well. Emily, I actually have all the information about your wedding and honeymoon in Okinawa. You must have been forgot about me because I never texted you. Haha. Lauren? I'm in Naha, Okinawa. What? Hey, aren't you confused? Why? Haha. I took over your honeymoon trip. I got your husband. What? Don't tell me you followed me to Okinawa. I did it. I thoroughly researched about your handsome husband you wanted to hide from me, and I found out the departure date of the honeymoon. And I chased you to Okinawa. You're stalking me. Hey, I bet your husband had been MIA since last night. What are you talking about? Because he's been with me since last night. What? The reason your husband is missing is so he can have sex with me. What are you talking about? At first, I was not going to take him away from you, but when I saw your handsome husband, from the moment I fell in love with him, my love to him was unstoppable. We shared the same feeling and we got together at the hotel where he was staying. Okay. I'm not interested in your tacky jokes, so don't mind me. Huh? My husband is right next to me. What? I'm heading to a wedding. See you later. What the hell? I know you're upset that you lost your husband, but that's such a lame joke. You can't do the wedding by yourself. Who's going to believe you? I mean, we just signed our marriage license. Emily, you were telling him as your husband, but you hadn't applied to marriage license yet. For me, it's like thank you for making it easy. When I go back to my hometown, I'm going to go to the city office to get it done. I can't believe I just took your husband, but I fell in love with him and we made love that one night. So there's no choice. I'll share my happiness to you, Emily, so please forgive me. Emily, we just came back to our hometown and submitted our marriage license. Are you still in Okinawa? Well, it doesn't matter to me. I'm going to see his mother. I know I should meet their parents before getting married, but we have to tell them anyway, so... Oh, my dear hubby's calling me. See you. What's this? Was that harassing fantasy story still going on? You know, Lauren, My husband and I are still in Okinawa. We're not even on the mainland, we're on a honeymoon on a remote island that need to take a ferry to go to. I don't know what you're thinking, but your harassment hasn't damaged us at all. You're just annoying us. Bye. Emily, I'll give him back to you. I don't mind paying alimony, just let me divorce. What's going on here? I've been introduced to his mother and we got married, but what's wrong with that mother and son? They suddenly made me live with them, and from the very beginning they started bullying me. I thought his father doesn't care about me, but he stares at me like sexually harassing me. Oh? I don't care how handsome your husband is, but I don't want my in-laws to be like this. It's disgusting. Is that true? Of course it's true. I'll give back your husband. Just let me divorce. The husband of yours that you keep saying you stole from me? Is he Robert? Yeah, you already know. He was going to be your husband, so don't ask me a stupid question. I want you to calm down and listen to me. What is it? Robert is my brother-in-law. Brother-in-law? He's my husband's brother. What? The man I married is the younger brother of your husband. What? What do you mean? I'm going to be honest and tell you everything about it. Robert wanted to get married before his brother. So he thought it's easier to take away his brother's fiancé, which is me, to get married ASAP. He was so vindictive that he even followed us on our honeymoon. Before that, he announced the fake news to everyone that he and I got married. Lauren, you might have believed that fake news in the process of researching about my partner. Did you really believe that fake story? I'm confused. Eventually, we did meet Robert in Okinawa. It makes sense now. After the dramatic encounter with you, he must have lost interest in us. What? What are you talking about? I don't understand what you mean. It's okay if you can't understand. I don't even know what I'm talking about either. But I understand that I married such a strange person. Emily, help me. Why? He had crushed on you, didn't he? Then I'll give you my strange husband in exchange of your handsome husband. I don't like him, so that's not gonna happen. I don't care, just help me. Well, my husband is not related to his family anymore. What? Why? You experienced that yourself, didn't you? With parents and brother like that, it's natural to want to cut them off, isn't it? Oh wow, Emily, it's so unfair. My handsome husband. My husband is just a normal office worker with a very average income. What? Now that you've been woken up from your fantasy, you understand, don't you? My husband is an office worker who gets an average income. Understood? He's not a wealthy hot guy? Yes, he's just a common man with a slightly better salary than me. Of course he's the best man I could ask for. Oh no, then what should I do? Emily, I successfully divorced with Robert, but I need to borrow some money. I wanted a reason for divorce, so I cheated a lot. The alimony turned out to be higher than expected. What should I do? If I knew this is gonna happen, I have done nothing at all from the beginning and just focused on finding my partner by myself. Emily, please answer me. Why didn't you say anything? Lauren misunderstood and tracked us on our honeymoon without my permission. You chose the wrong person and I got married immediately at the moment you fell in love with them. She ended up cheating on him to divorce, and then she's been asked for a hefty alimony. Her parents broke up with her. The only thing she got was that she was able to divorce. She may have been lucky that she did not have children. After the divorce, Lauren seemed to spend her days working hard all day to pay the alimony. It seems that most of her income is taken to pay the alimony, and she is forced to live in extreme poverty. And me. I didn't do anything, and it's like nothing ruined me. Sweat. Yeah, it's definitely a case that ended without me really understanding about it.
Mom, what's with all the missed calls? What's going on? Someone got into accident that was rushed to the hospital? Sorry, I just checked my phone now. That's not what's going on. Enough with your dramas. That's enough. Huh? Wait, what's going on all of a sudden? All of a sudden? Every single day? I had enough. You leave your kids at home every day? What the hell are you doing? And today? You just left the kid at the front door. Something could happen to your kid. She's only 2 years old. You've been a father for 2 years, and you don't even have a job. You even asked your wife for money to play gamble? Don't you think you're embarrassing? I am very ashamed of you. Huh? Wait, Mom, what? What are you talking about? Who's taking care of who? Are you kidding me? We're taking care of Lily. Your wife, Cindy, told me not to tell you. I didn't tell you until now, but I won't allow it anymore. You quit your job out of nowhere and got addicted to gamble. I can't believe you spent the money your wife earned from her part-time job. She had to leave the kids at home to go to her part-time job. And yet, what kind of father are you? Have you ever thought about your kid? How she's thinking about you? Wait a minute. What are you talking about, Mom? My daughter is at my office. What? What do you mean? No, what do you mean? Lily is playing at our company daycare. She's at daycare? Yeah, it's so hard to get into the daycare these days. We got rejected at the daycare near my workplace. So I started using the in-house daycare at my company. We started taking her to the daycare about 6 months ago. Lily is getting used to it. I can go check on her during my breaks, so it's pretty good. So we go to work together every day and spends the whole day at my office. What are you talking about? Leaving the kids with you? Me quitting my job and hanging around? Gambling? I don't understand. What? What do you mean? Lena is with you? Who is this girl in our house right now? I am the one who wants to ask that. I go to work every day, I don't gamble, and I'm with Lily every day too. I see. Then what's with Cindy? I don't understand at all. Tell me everything from the beginning. Well, it started about 3 months ago. I got a message from Cindy. Hi, Mom. Do you have a few minutes? Hello, Cindy. It's been a long time. How are you and Lily doing? My son never tells me what's going on with your family. Well, Lily and I are both doing good. I'm sorry I couldn't make it for Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's okay. I know you are busy. It's enough for me to hear from you doing good. It's not like we are far away from each other. Anyways, you wanted to tell me about something? Yes. I have a favor to ask. A favor? Can you take care of Lily for a little while? Just for half a day tomorrow. What? You want me to take care of Lily? Of course. But what's going on all of a sudden? Actually, I've decided to take a part-time job. I have an interview tomorrow. Part-time job? Last time you told me Lily got rejected at daycare admission, and you were going to be stay-at-home mom for a while. Yes, but something happened. Actually, Jacob got laid off from his job. What? Jacob lost his job? It's because of the workforce reduction. But don't worry, he's trying his best to get a new job as soon as possible. I'm sure he'll be able to get a new job soon. Is that so? I hope he says something to me at least. I could have introduced him to a new job through a relative. I guess it's kinda hard to tell to his parents about losing job, you know? Jacob has a stubborn side. He's doing his best right now, so please let him do his thing. I think it's better this way. So, until he finds a job, I'm thinking of working part-time for a short period of time. That's why I wanted to ask you to take care of Lily. I hope you don't mind. Of course, I'm always free, as well as my husband. Don't worry, you can bring Lily here anytime you want. Really? Thank you very much. I'll bring her toys and stuff from home. I will see you tomorrow then. Mom, can Lily stay there today? I'm sorry for asking so early in the morning. Someone suddenly had to take a day off. So, my manager asked me to come to work. Sure, I didn't have any plans today. But are you okay? It's been like that every day lately. Aren't you working too much? Thank you for your concern. I'm fine, don't worry. I can't believe you are working this much. Jacob hasn't found a new job yet? Well, it's a difficult time to find a job. It seems he's having a hard time. If that's the case, I will introduce him to my relatives. You must be worried that the husband is unemployed. No. I'm really fine. Jacob has skills and experience. So, I believe he will find a job soon. You think? Besides, I think it's not good to hear that stuff from you. It's a bad idea. Bad idea? How so? Actually, I haven't told Jacob that I'm leaving Lily with you. I haven't told Jacob about it. I've been pretending that I'm using a daycare center or temporary care. What? Why not? Jacob doesn't want you to know about the unemployment. It must hurt his pride. If he finds out that I'm leaving Lily with you, he'll be mad at me, thinking I'm causing a trouble to you. What? What's with his pride? He's such a stubborn son. Lately, he's been drinking more and more due to stress. Sometimes he acts violently. So please don't tell him. I'm sure things will be back to normal once he gets a job. Everything will be better eventually. So please, I beg you. I understand. Well, who am I to judge? I will keep my mouth shut. Thank you very much. Well then, thank you very much for taking care of Lily. Hey, any news about Jacob? It's already been 2 months. I'm too old to do this often. I'm having a hard time to look after her. I'm really sorry, but he hasn't found a job yet. I'm so sorry for letting you do this. I don't blame you. It's not your fault. I'm really sorry for our stupid son. No. I'm sorry I couldn't be more helpful. Well, it's hard to say, but I have to ask another favor. A favor? What's wrong? I know this is sound crazy, but I was wondering if I could borrow some money from you. Huh? Money? Don't tell me you're in financial trouble. Please don't tell anyone. Actually, Jacob is addicted to gamble. What? Gamble? Maybe it's stress from job hunting. I think his old friend invited him to start playing, and he used all the savings. Oh my goodness. That can't be true. I knew I should have said something to him. No. Don't worry. I know he's just having hard times. He will soon realize what he's doing. I want to help him and get through this together. So please, believe in us. Once Jacob gets a job, I will return the money as soon as possible. I beg you. If you say so, Cindy, I will help you. I will have it ready by the time you pick up Lily. I will give it to you then. Thank you very much. Hello. I'm sorry. I know it's early. I will bring Lily again. And the money too. I'll go get it later. Hey, wait, Cindy. I told you I have plans today. What? You have plans? I will go on a trip with my friends until tomorrow. I told you I'll be away, didn't I? Oh no, that can be true. I have work. I need you to take care of Lily. Please, cancel that trip. What? I've been saving up for this trip for a long time. I can't just cancel on the day. The trip is more important than your beautiful grandchild. If you can't look after her, I'll be in real trouble. But whose fault is it? That I'm working? It's your son's fault, right? I mean, I already left her at the front door. I'm sorry, I'm in a hurry, so please take care of her. Bye. What? Cindy, wait a minute! So, that's what happened. That's why I thought you'd been laid off. Then you became an alcoholic and a gambler. You made your wife work for you and beg for money. What? This is crazy. All of them are lies, not real. I'm still working. My daughter is still at work. I've never gambled in my life. Why would you believe that? Well, it's also strange when you think about it. Cindy's attitude changed at the end too. I'm sorry. I was shocked with all the information. I was so surprised when the kids suddenly showed up at my door. We had to cancel our trip and I was so upset. And I couldn't believe she wasn't Lily. Well, I know it's all confusing. I'm going to leave early and go over there. I will question Cindy about everything. I will make her tell everything. Cindy? What are you up to? I need to take care of something. What? I'm kind of busy right now. Can we talk later? Can we talk now? The kid who's been staying at my parents' house. I'm taking her to the police. What? My mom told me everything. I didn't know you left our kids with our parents. So you could do part-time job? When I suggested you about the company daycare, you said you wanted to be stay-at-home mom to look after Lily, right? Wait, no, it's misunderstanding. What misunderstanding? Just tell me what's going on. Tell me everything, no bullshit. I'll get a lawyer to verify with the facts later. I won't forgive you if you're not honest with me. Okay. I'll tell you everything. Just don't go to the police. The wife will find out. Wife? That little kid I left to your parents' house? He's my boyfriend's kid. What? Boyfriend? I'm so sorry. I've been cheating on you for a long time. Cheating on me? Since when? 6 months ago, around the time when Lily got into trial daycare. I felt lonely while both Lily and you were away. I became friends with someone I met online. Then, we started seeing each other. His wife was always busy and he was stay-at-home dad. He's usually at home taking care of the kids. But when he goes on a date with me, he has to leave the kids somewhere. So, I thought mom had been seeing Lily for a while, and his kid was also a girl, so I thought she wouldn't know. I lied and told your mom that his kid was Lily. Are you kidding me? What the hell? I also lied about going to part-time job. I was actually went to date with him. So today, his wife had urgent business trip. His wife will gone from morning, so he wanted to take me for a road trip. So I was in a hurry. Then you left the kid in front of my parents' house in a hurry. And then after I talked to my mom, the lies come out. How could you? How did you think you could get away with such an easily caught lie? I mean, it's too dumb to think that you tricked my mom for 3 months. So you were already cheating when I suggested you to look for a job? Am I right? Yes. And the money that your mom gave me, I spent it on my boyfriend. I can't believe it. It can be true. So you left his kid to my mom and you were having a good time with your boyfriend? You don't understand. I was so lonely. I was so sad that I was home alone. And I don't know if I can find a job easily. I don't have much experience. I don't know if I could fit in the workplace. You wouldn't understand. But he did. He understand me. I've worked so hard to have a baby and raise a child. I deserve to have a break. Even your mom was happy to play with her grandchild. I'm not bothering anyone. Wow. Are you serious? You're bothering my parents right now. If I bother her, why didn't she said no in the beginning? If she had problem, she shouldn't give me the money that easily. And she didn't even remember her grandchild face. How could she do that? I'm not the only one to be blamed. Fine. That's enough. You don't have to come back. What? You're driving around with your boyfriend right now, right? Don't come home. Let's get a divorce. What?
Wait a minute. I can do that?
I can't do it anymore. I can't trust you.
I only cheated once. Just once. You should forgive me. Lily is still young. She needs mom. I don't want a divorce.
She needs mom? You even used up Lily's savings.
What?
The money that's supposed to be used for schools, lessons, and all the stuff that she needs. We were saving up for her future. And what did you do? You used up everything. I had a bad feelings about it before I came to my parents' house. So I stopped by the bank and checked. It wasn't yours. It wasn't mine. It wasn't the family's savings. It was Lily's savings. You withdraw the money once a week.
No, that's,
I wonder what you did with the money. I never thought you used it for your boyfriend. It's worse than using my savings to buy luxury stuff. I can believe you were using daughter's future savings to have fun with a man who needs a mother like that.
No, it's not like that. Please listen, Jacob.
I don't have time for your bullshit. From now on, we're not going back to house. You know where my parents live, so we will stay somewhere else. You will never find us. After that, I'll go see you with my lawyer.
Wait, please. Hey, Jacob, wait.
And by the way, about your boyfriend's kid, Dad took her to the nearest police station 2 hours ago. Her mom already came to pick her up.
What?
Well, good luck with you two. I'm not going to bother you guys anymore. I will get my lawyer to take care of the rest. Goodbye. After that, I moved to a new house with Lily. As I suspected, Cindy stormed into my parents' house. But my mom and dad scolded her and kicked her out. A few days later, all the parties had a meeting with lawyers. Cindy and her boyfriend was asked for a divorce, alimony, and child support from both sides. There was a bit of dispute over custody of Lily, but I was able to get it. Now, Cindy is living in a cheap apartment with her boyfriend to pay the alimony and child support. They are living poor, working part-time jobs day and night. I heard the stress of the job caused them to fight a lot, and they are having a rough life. Cindy is still messaging me, asking me to get back together every day, but I just ignore her. A person who leave a boyfriend's kid at parents, that kind of person, you don't even know if they are telling the truth or not. I hope they pay their alimony and repent for their selfishness. As for us, we moved to a different town where Cindy will never find us. There was a time when Lily became a little unstable because of the change in living environment, but thanks to the care of me and my parents, she is now doing good. From now on, I'm going to be best father for Lily and live happy life together.
Hun, you know I won't be home tonight. You better eat a proper dinner, okay? I've already bought some TV dinners, or you can go out to eat, but you better try to cook it yourself.
You'll be out tonight? Why? What do you have to do?
Dude, you forgot? I'm going on an overnight business trip. I told you yesterday.
Oh yeah? Darn it. I completely forgot about it. A business trip. Okay.
Jeez, get your act together. I said I'm staying overnight and we'll be back tomorrow at noon. Don't forget.
Right. I think I remember. I'm losing my brain. You won't be home tonight. I'm too lazy to cook for myself, so I'll eat out.
Oh, well, as long as you're eating, whatever. I guess it'll be healthier than having a frozen meal.
By the way, where are you going?
I'm just going down to Miami.
Wow, that's nice. Will you have time to go to the beach? Get me some souvenirs.
What souvenirs? I'm going there for work, so I won't have time anyway. No time for the beach either, and I'm just staying at a cheap business hotel. I'd be lucky if I get to see a glimpse of the ocean. I wish I'm going there on vacation.
Okay, let's go together next time. We can stay at Soho Beach House right in front of the ocean.
Don't have that much money, you know. Where do you think we've got that kind of spare cash?
Don't get mad, babe. I'm just saying. Let's go together someday when we've saved up some money.
Yeah, sure. When we have some money saved up. We still have some debt to clear, so it's gonna be a while. But if you want to go sooner, skip eating out tonight and cook at home.
Alright, I'll do that then. Oh, speaking of which, are you going alone? Or are you going with someone?
I'll be with a coworker. Why?
No, I just thought it might be lonely if you were alone. I thought if you get lonely, maybe I'll call you or something. Without you around, I'm pretty bored too, you know?
Please don't. You know my coworker will make fun of me. She'll be like, "You're so lovey-dovey with your husband." Seriously, don't.
Oh, are you sharing a room with your coworker? Is it normal? I thought you'd get a private room. What if the room is small and you won't be able to rest well with someone else, you know?
It's okay, we get along well. We've already been on a few trips together and it's like being with a friend. It's rather fun, like those budget trips we took back in school.
Really? Well, that's good then. Anyway, have a safe trip. Don't get in any trouble, okay?
Yeah, I know. And you, don't be lazy just because I'm not around. Clean up after yourself. Make sure you wash the dishes after eating, okay?
I got it. Good luck with your work. Hey babe, are you in Miami now?
Yep, I'm here. Already checked into the hotel. I had just put my luggage in the room and was chilling.
Glad you made it safely.
Are you done with work? What's up? Is there something you're not sure of at home? If you're looking for some snacks, they're in the kitchen cabinet.
Nah, it's not that, but I've actually made plans to go out with a friend tonight. I thought I'd give you a heads up, just in case.
You're going out? Does that mean you're having dinner outside?
Yeah, I'm eating out. When I mentioned you're away on a business trip, my friend asked me to go out. I don't drink, but he suggested we go to an Italian place, so I'm gonna give it a shot.
An Italian restaurant? Is it expensive? I said you can eat out, but try to keep it under $15, okay?
Well, it might be tough. It's supposed to be an A-list place inside a nice hotel. Maybe like $100?
$100? What, are you crazy? Why would you go to a place like that when I'm not around? Don't waste money. You know, with $100, I could cook for like 2 weeks. We're really tight on budget, so give me a break.
Oh, come on. It's not a big deal. It's okay to splurge a bit once in a while. I work hard every day, you know. While you're enjoying the nightlife in Miami, it's alright if I let loose a bit over here.
I'm here on business, not on vacation. I'm not having fun or being extravagant. Don't you have any sense of guilt? I'm working hard to pay off debt. Don't you feel sorry for your wife?
You keep talking about debt, but come on, those are mainly yours, right? It's the result of some kind of scam you fell for. So, isn't it weird to expect me to suffer for it too? Why don't you work hard and save money by yourself?
How dare you? Are you blaming me?
No, not blaming you. But you see, I don't have any debt. I'm even putting my salary into helping pay off yours, cutting back on things like games without complaining and doing my best to support. And now I just came for a slightly expensive meal, and you're giving me a hard time about it. It just doesn't sit right with me. Is it really not okay to go out for a nice meal with friends once in a while?
Why are you bringing up that stuff now? When I got into debt, you said my debt is your debt too. And as a couple, let's work together to pay it off, remember? I didn't just go into it for fun either, you know? Why are you saying these things? It's not cool.
Sorry. I might have gone a bit too far. Your debt came from being deceived, and you're going through a lot too. But can't you let me have this one night? We're already inside the restaurant, and we started eating already. If I suddenly leave or anything, it'll be awkward for my friends too.
Well, I guess so. Just for tonight then? After you finish eating, you better head back right away, okay? Got it?
Yeah, sure. But seriously, the veal a la Milanese here is ridiculously delicious. It's worth the money. Did you have dinner already?
I don't need updates like that. I've already eaten and I'm sorting out work stuff in the room. Enough of this, just go home soon.
Yeah, got it. Babe,
What now?
So my friend kinda convinced me to have some drinks, and then I got pretty drunk. I decided to stay at the hotel where I had dinner. Just thought I'd let you know.
What the heck? What are you talking about? Go home. I told you we don't have money. What are you thinking? Staying at a place with $100 meal will definitely be expensive.
It's amazing. I have a beautiful view of the skyline. I can't believe my eyes. $1,500 a night. Crazy, isn't it? So I'm gonna fully enjoy the room and the view.
Quit messing around. I've been saying we don't have money the whole time. Do you even plan on helping repay the debt together? I'm here working my butt off, and even though I'm in Miami, I can't go out for fun. If you want to splurge, let's do it together. Why do you have to do it alone when I'm away working? Can't you be considerate of me?
I didn't have a choice. This was the only place available. I'm not sure if I can make it back home by taxi. So I thought I might as well stay here.
Enough already. I told you to go back home, didn't I? You keep wasting money. You'll have no allowance next month. You should be sorry.
Oh, come on, spare me. By the way, my room is amazing. It's 700 square feet, bigger than our apartment. I wish I could afford to stay in a room like this more often.
I'll get really mad if you keep messing around. Hey, not that I don't trust you or anything, but the friend you've been talking about, it's not a woman, right? Do you normally go out for a $100 dinner with a male friend, and on top of that, staying overnight? It's suspicious, you know?
Which one do you think it is? Actually, it's a woman. What if I said that?
That's disgusting. You're openly declaring that you're cheating, huh? You won't help with the debt, you're indulging yourself, and now you're cheating too? Seriously, you're the absolute jerk. I can't believe this.
No, just kidding. It's actually a guy. If you doubt me, come and check it out. It's really a guy.
You're too drunk. I'm Miami on a business. There's no way I can go there.
No problem. You can come over. We're just like 30 feet apart. You're in your room, right? Then it's a quick walk away.
Huh? What do you mean? Seriously, are you so drunk that you're not making sense?
I'm serious. I'm actually in the room right next to you. The room you and Jack are staying in.
Wait, what are you saying? I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't have to dodge it anymore. I know everything. I know that you've been having an affair with your wealthy coworker, Jack, and how he covered the debt for you. I also know that you're lying about your business trip and are actually with him. I've got it all figured out.
There's no way I'm having an affair. I told you I'm working today. I'm busting my butt at work, so cut out these weird accusations.
Yeah, you're right. It's work. You're working with your close coworker to thank him for covering your debt. You reserved Soho Beach House 3 months ago, and we're looking forward to this. I worked my butt off and brought money home, and you're using that money to stay at such a fancy hotel. Living it up, huh? You lied saying it was a cheap business hotel, but it's actually a room with an ocean view for $1,500 a night. It's right on the beach, and the service is flawless. I was so envious, I took a photo of you guys from check-in to the room. You guys sounded like having a lot of fun on the terrace. I couldn't help but record it.
No way. How did you find out? It was supposed to be totally a secret.
I noticed that about half a year ago the debt seemed to disappear. I was paying quite a sum each month, but I wondered why it wasn't going down faster. So I looked into it and was told it had already been paid off. And then one thing led to another and the affair came to light. What makes you think I won't find out? Do I look like a guy who doesn't care about debt? Someone careless with money? I mean, does that mean you're admitting to the affair?
No, it's not like that. It wasn't my intention at all. I was being coerced that he'd pay off my debt. I didn't want to, but he forced me to.
But you seemed to have traveled to quite a few places for work. I've got a bunch of fun travel photos coming my way. If you were so reluctant, maybe you could become an actress.
That's...
Listen, Luna. I've forgiven you for falling for that scam and getting into debt. I've even accepted that I'll be repaying it from my salary. But using the money I bring home, exploiting me, lying, and going on a lavish trip with your affair partner, that's just too much, don't you think? I've been sacrificing my own desires and saving up for your sake all this time. To think that it was all used for your fling and fun with someone else. It's incredibly frustrating and I can't just let it slide. I have my limits too, you know. Can you understand that? Let's get a divorce.
Wait, please, not a divorce. I'm so sorry, I'll repay the money. I'll end things with Jack. Apologize for everything I've done. Please, I'm begging you.
I don't want a half-hearted apology from a cheap woman. All I want is a signed divorce paper and alimony, that's it. Oh, by the way, I sent those photos to his wife. Turns out he married into a wealthy family, huh? They've got kids too, so the alimony and child support are gonna be through the roof. Might even surpass your original debt. Well, it's none of my business now. You two better work hard to scrape up that alimony money, but I doubt you can pay it off right away, so maybe more debt? It's kinda sad, you just got out of it, and now you're diving right back into it.
I'm sorry, please, forgive me. I can't stand the thought of being in debt again. You're the only one I love, please. Please forgive me.
Cut the crap with the lies, seriously. It's unbearable to read. Well, good luck with your work.
Wait, Mark!
We got divorced through mediation. I demanded a hefty amount of alimony from Luna. I heard Jack's wife also went after him for alimony and child support. We even arranged that their salaries would be seized if they fall behind on payments. So in reality, Luna ended up with another substantial debt. Apparently, she's burned out. As for me, I broke free from the frugal life, buying what I want with my own money and enjoying a life of freedom.
Good morning, Kim. You're late again today. This is the 5th day in a row. Oh, sorry. My boyfriend didn't wake me up on time. Well, he was working so hard in bed last night. I think he was exhausted. We both overslept in the morning. That's not a great excuse for being late, so please come to work on time. Oh, Amy, don't be so crabby. I know you are 39 years old, single, an attractive woman, but it's wrong to be so hard on me just because I'm getting married in my 20s. That's not a great excuse for being late, so please come to work on time. Well, it's just for now, so forgive me. My wedding is next week, and I'm a bit overwhelmed. That's not a great excuse for being late, so please come to work on time. Huh? What? I'm trying to share my happiness. That's why you are 39 and still single. Do you want me to say the same line for the 4th time? I suggest making this a template and repeat it until you understand. Okay, I get it. And by the way, you need to speak more appropriately in the business situation, regardless of your age or status. Please keep your private life and work separate. Please don't make me say this again and again. I understand. I'll get ready and be there soon. Okay. We have a department meeting today, so please be here as soon as possible. Is anything going on? Amy, are you taking a day off today? It's already lunchtime, and you are still not here. I'm wondering if you ditched work. That's why 39-year-old single woman. Hello, Kim. I've been at work since this morning. But you're not at your desk, are you? We don't have any meeting outside today. You can't tell me you are on the way to some clients. Oh, no. You haven't seen my department transfer notice? Your transfer? I've been transferred to the marketing department starting today. What? I've cleaned up my desk there. Didn't you notice? Seriously? I see. Everything is gone except for the computer. A new hire will be there next week, and she will be using that desk and computer. So, you did move to the marketing department. That's a popular department with all the good-looking guys. I wanted to go there. Our boss announced my transfer about 2 months ago. Oh, really? Are we done? Let's see. I have my wedding this Sunday. Oh, that's right. Congratulations. I didn't invite you to the ceremony, but I'm inviting you to the reception. I appreciate the invitation, but I'll be also busy with a wedding that day, so I can't go. I'm sorry. Oh, I see. Well, I'd like to finish my lunch, so I'll let you go now. Huh? Seriously? Why are you here? You know you were not invited, right? We talked about it, didn't we? Seriously, why are you here? Aw, come to think of it. You said something about a wedding today. I thought you were invited to your friend's wedding or something. Don't tell me you're trying to fish for men at my wedding. Oh, no. I didn't invite you. I'm not going to let you stay at my ceremony. This is why you are 39 and still single. Please just leave now. Wow, Amy, you are still here. You were not in the chapel, so I thought you had left. Why are you wearing a wedding dress? Wearing a white dress to a wedding is out of bounds, but a wedding dress? It's beyond insane. Are you after my husband? Yes, he's a great guy, and I can understand why you'd want to take him away from me, but this is not cool. I have to do something before the reception starts. Yay! I got rid of the gold digger is complete. Now I can have my reception in peace. The scissors I brought along came in handy. Kim, what are you doing? Oh, hi. You finally replied. Please explain exactly why you cut up my wedding dress. Do I really need to explain? That's why you are 39 and still single. You are crazy to attend my wedding in a wedding dress. You are not even invited. You were trying to steal my husband, weren't you? Nope. I ripped the dress off, so you totally failed. Now get the hell out of here. Right, I have to go home. Too bad you are going to be single forever. I'm so happy to get rid of 39 years old single woman from my wedding. I'll be happy with my husband. I didn't think it was the same venue. I wasn't invited to anyone's wedding. I am here for my own wedding. I wore a wedding dress because I'm getting married today. Huh? Amy, look what you did to me. My wedding was canceled after that. Good morning, Kim. I heard your fiancé backed off. I was so excited to be married to him. Seriously, what are you going to do? You brought this on yourself. Please don't blame it on me. This is what happens when you show up in a wedding dress. If I had known we had the wedding at the same venue on the same day. But we had no idea. Huh? I only invited my family and close friends. I didn't invite anyone from work. You also told me that you only invited a few people from other departments that he was close to. I told everyone I was getting married. You must have forgotten about it. Oh, you told everyone at work? Yes, I did. What? We didn't realize we reserved the same venue. That doesn't matter. My marriage, my future. Telling me that won't solve anything. You rented a new dress and continued with the wedding, didn't you? It's not fair that you got married. Kim? What? I was terrified when you cut up my wedding dress with scissors. Huh? Well, fortunately, I wasn't hurt. Your ex will ask for compensation and the ceremony cost from you soon. Also, you're responsible for the dress you destroyed. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it, but... What? Not only did you show no remorse at all, but you acted like a victim in her backhanded way toward me. Wait! It wouldn't be good for you if I didn't clarify things, so I've decided to file a compensation claim. No way! Amy, please, I apologize for what I did. Please cancel the compensation. I'm being sued for over $50,000. And the company is now recommending that I resign voluntarily. My coworkers have become strangely cold, so I'll have to leave. I can't rely on my parents because they told me that they disowned me. And to top it all off, if I have to pay you, I can't do this. Amy, hey, are you aware of the trouble you're putting me through? Your coworkers are asking for help. Who the hell do you think you are to make me beg like this? That's why you 39-year-old single woman. Wait, you are married. The next day, when I came to work, Kim was gone. I heard that she sent a 2 weeks notice and stopped showing up for work. Kim's parents visited me to apologize and told me what happened to Kim after that. After she left, she planned to move back to her parents' house even though she has been disowned. Her parents, who were well aware of their daughter, did not let Kim sneak back home. They sent her to their distant relatives far from them. By the way, her relative took care of the compensation and other fees for some reason. They somehow love Kim and especially their adult son. I interrupt the conversation because it would have been traumatic for me too. Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Hey, Michelle. How's it going?
Darren, it's been a while. It's rare for you to contact me.
True. We've never really been that close, huh? But today, I've got some news for you.
What is it?
I'm getting married.
Oh, congratulations.
I already told Mom and Dad, but I guess you haven't heard yet.
No, this is the first time I've heard about it. So, who's the lucky girl?
Her name is Annabelle. She's an elite like me, graduated from a prestigious university, and works at a top-tier company.
Nice.
Quite different from you and your husband, huh? You're a high school dropout, and Calvin only finished high school, right?
Don't judge people solely by their education. We're doing fine, and he's a good guy.
Hilarious. I guess birds of a feather flock together.
I didn't choose to drop out, you know.
What's that supposed to mean? Still holding a grudge about the past?
Not really, but you should stop looking down on people because of their education.
Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that you're a dropout, and I'm an elite with a prestigious degree. Even our choice of partners shows the difference.
Yeah. Enjoy your life with your elite wife.
Oh, by the way, about after the wedding.
After the wedding?
I'm moving back there.
You're coming back home? What about your job?
There's a branch over there, so I put in a transfer request.
I see. I thought you'd be working in LA for good.
Living here just doesn't suit me.
Really? Is working in a big city that tough?
Yeah, the job is exciting and the pay isn't bad, but the cultural differences in human relationships are. I just can't keep up with that pace. Everything moves so fast, both work and personal life. It's stressful for me.
I get it, but you must be making good money, right?
The pay is good, but the cost of living is high. Rent is expensive, and battling the traffic every day is exhausting.
True. I've heard it's usually a gridlock getting in and out of the city.
Exactly. Back home, I can live a more relaxed life, and there's a position that offers promotion opportunities. I'd be happy making decent money and having a decent career.
So, you're looking for a place here?
No, I've already decided on a place.
Oh, that's quick.
I'm moving back to the family home. So it's time for you guys to move out, don't you think?
What? Moving back here?
I've heard from Mom and Dad. You agreed to live with them, but it hasn't been easy, and there have been a lot of fights.
Mom told you that?
So from now on, we'll be living with them. You guys need to move out. The house isn't big enough for 6 people. When can you move out?
Wait a minute. You can't just spring this on us. We have a lot to sort out. And is Annabelle okay with living together?
Of course she is. That's why we're making these plans.
I see.
Also, she's pregnant.
Pregnant? But you're not even married yet.
Why is that so shocking? We've already decided to get married, so it's fine. Honestly, I'm really glad she got pregnant so soon. Dad and Mom have been wanting to see their grandchild, and now I can finally make them happy.
Oh yeah? They haven't talked much about grandkids with us since we don't have kids.
They probably held back out of respect. They didn't want to pressure you into having kids. But now that they know she's pregnant, they want to spend time with their grandchild, so it makes sense for us to live together.
This is really sudden for us.
Use this opportunity to move out. Annabelle is estranged from her parents and has no other family. You guys don't have kids, so you're free to move, right?
You know, moving isn't that simple, right?
Oh, I know. You're financially struggling so much that you have to live with Mom and Dad, huh? It must be tough not making much money being a dropout. Calvin doesn't have a degree either. Low-educated couples can only earn so much, huh?
Every time we speak, you feel the need to bring up our education, don't you? It doesn't matter, you know. We're living fine on our own income.
But you're still living with Mom and Dad.
We have our reasons.
I don't know what they are, and I don't care. What matters is that we're moving back, and Annabelle's having a baby. That's fine, so don't get in the way.
Are you really planning to live here from now on?
Of course. Think about it. Objectively, it's obvious that they prefer me. I graduated from a prestigious university and got a job at a major company. They'd definitely rather live with me and their grandchild. They want that too. They'd choose us over you guys any day, so just accept it.
Just to be clear, when are you planning to move back?
We're coming next month. The transfer is at the beginning of the month.
Next month?
Originally, we planned to rent a new place since we both have well-paying jobs. But the place we wanted won't be available for another 4 months. So we'll stay with Mom and Dad until then. Once it's available, we'll move to the new place along with them.
You've already planned that far ahead?
Unlike you, I'm a planner. So I've told you about our conditions and plans. It's up to you now. We'll be there next month. Even if you're a dropout, you should be able to move in 2 or 3 weeks, right?
That's impossible in such a short time. Calvin and I are in the middle of a busy period at work. We don't have time to prepare for a move or find a new place. Darren, are you listening? Darren!
Hey, Michelle. We're moving our stuff into the house tomorrow, so be ready.
What? Tomorrow?
Yeah, I told you in advance, didn't I? You guys should already be out of the house by now.
No, we're still here.
No way. I told you to move out.
I never agreed to that, and it's impossible to move in just a month.
Well, we've already arranged for the mover.
Even so, we're not prepared, and there's no place for you to sleep if you come.
That's simple. We'll take the room you're using and you can sleep in the living room.
You're right. We live here.
From now on, we're the main residents of that house, so it's only natural you make way for us.
Anyway, it's really sudden and inconvenient.
It's your fault for dragging your feet.
We're busy with work and can't just move out right away.
Busy? Is that the excuse of a dropout and a high school graduate? Us elites don't make excuses like that. You make time for important things. Got it? From now on, you're just freeloaders. So get the room ready for us to move in.
You're really pushing it.
Dad and Mom are looking forward to us moving in. Starting tomorrow, that house is ours. Be grateful we're letting you use the living room.
You sound so arrogant.
If you don't like sleeping in the living room, then just move out.
I've told you, we can't move out on such short notice.
You keep saying it's impossible. Typical low education, low intelligence.
It has nothing to do with education.
Anyway, get the room ready by tomorrow.
All right.
I'm really looking forward to living there again.
Hi, Michelle. Are you free right now? Annabelle, of course I'm not. I'm working. Work? Isn't it just simple tasks anyone could do? You and Darren are really two of a kind. So, what do you need? I have a list of things I want you to buy on your way home. I'll send you a photo of the list. Thanks in advance. There are stores closer to your workplace, you know. I'm working overtime today, and I have some morning sickness, so please do it. Unlike me, you're low educated, so your work isn't that important. You always leave on time, right? I'm so jealous of your simple, low-responsibility job. Both Darren and I are so busy after our transfer to this branch. We are in high demand, you know. I have things I need to get home early for. I won't be able to get the items on the second half of your list. Aren't these baby clothes? They're not urgent, so it'd be better if you guys went shopping together on your day off. We're busy, okay? Our days off are for rest. Why should we go out on our days off? I run around doing errands on my days off. Since the family size has increased, I have to buy more groceries and supplies. Consumables run out so quickly. That's just something you decided to do. We're exhausted from work and can't think about housework. But someone has to do it. That doesn't mean you can dump it on us. We're focused on advancing our careers, so housework can take a back seat. Maybe you're busy on your days off because you're inefficient. If you were on top of it, you'd be fine. But I guess with your low education, you can't figure that out. You know what? Why don't you try doing the housework instead? I can't. I have work. So do I, full time. Don't compare your job to mine. One day of my work is probably like 3 days of yours. And since you're not doing anything significant outside the house, you should at least try harder at home. I'm doing more than enough. Yeah, right. You're cutting corners, aren't you? Excuse me? The laundry was piled up this morning. There were strands of hair in the hallway, and I found dust. And about breakfast this morning, it wasn't enough for hardworking people like me and Darren. The laundry piled up because Darren brought out the clothes he had been storing in his room this morning. And I plan to clean the hallway when I get back home. If you notice these things, why don't you take care of them? We're all living together, so it's unfair to expect me to do all the housework. I'm pregnant and working outside too, you know. Darren is super busy too, so it's only natural for you to handle it. If I'm gone, who will do the housework then? With a baby coming, there will be even more to do. Why do you think I agreed to live with your parents? You really are a high school dropout, aren't you? Isn't it obvious? We're both working hard and will continue to do so. So of course, we'll rely on your mom for the housework. It's called mutual conditions. Mutual conditions? Too complicated a term for a high school dropout. We provide financial support by working hard, and she handles the housework. That way, it's a win-win. So you moved in to have mom do the housework from now on? And childcare too. I want to go back to work right after giving birth, so I can't waste time finding daycare. But with her, we don't need to worry about daycare. She'll take care of the baby. Darren and I hold important positions at work, so we need to return quickly to avoid causing problems. But putting all that on her? Plus, I'm sure she's excited about the grandchild. If she watches the child, we can focus on our jobs without worry. She did say she's looking forward to it, but taking care of a baby is still hard work. Don't worry, she's experienced. But what if her health declines? Relying entirely on her is risky. Isn't that where you come in? Me? You don't have kids, so you've got plenty of time, right? I have a job too, you know. I don't have that much time. But you're just a dropout. Missing some work won't be a big deal for you. If she can't take care of the baby, we'll ask you. My highest education is middle school, but I haven't lived a life to be looked down on for it. Everyone likes to think that, don't they? Anyway, I'm still busy with work, so let's leave it at that. I guess you can get as much shopping done as possible. I'm not your maid or a convenience service. Come on! I should use whatever resources I have, right? By resources, do you mean me? Who else would I mean? So thanks in advance for the shopping. By the way, I have morning sickness. I'm not sure what I can eat, so prepare a few different options for dinner. Thanks! Hi, Michelle. How's everything over there? I never expected you to suddenly go overseas. Well, we both managed to get 10 days off at the same time, so we decided to take a vacation abroad for a change of pace. How nice! With your education level, I bet you can't speak the language, and we'll just visit the typical tourist spots on a typical boring trip. Oh, I have some news to share. Thanks for your concern. We're having a great time. What's the news? You're coming back tomorrow, right? Well, the apartment we wanted became vacant, so we moved. Moved? Yes, that's right. We're about to celebrate with some takeout for our housewarming. I thought I should let you know first that we moved with your parents, just us. So you already moved. What about us? Don't you think it's time you guys became independent? You've been a burden on your parents after all. Your mom even said she prefers us over you two. So the old house is empty now. We're planning to sell it, so when you return, you won't have a place to come back to. We threw away all your stuff since it was in the way. Oh, great. Thank you. What? Thank me? Why are you thanking me? Disposing of all that stuff must have cost you money. Yeah, but both Darren and I have good jobs, so it was no big deal. I'm glad to hear that. You save us the trouble and cost of disposing of her junk. Junk? Wait a minute. It looked like junk to us, but wasn't it valuable to you? No, it was junk for sure. You were right to throw it out. We only left behind things we were planning to discard anyway. What do you mean? We've already moved. What? From the moment we knew you were coming, we slowly moved our belongings to our new place, bought what we needed for a new house, and completed the move in the first 3 days of our vacation. Now, we're enjoying the remaining. Why did you do that? Why? You were the ones who told us to move out first. Well, that's true, but we only left behind things we planned to dispose of after returning, so don't worry about it. And as for selling the house, it won't happen. Don't worry about that either. Won't happen? You mentioned it, so I figured you didn't know. Didn't know what? That house was sold 6 years ago. We've been living there and paying rent. Sold 6 years ago? And paying rent? Why go through such trouble? Selling the house and then paying rent sounds ridiculous. We had no choice. Mom and Dad needed to sell it to pay off debts. Debts? We found out about it 3 years ago too. I can't believe this! Explain everything, please. Both of them had debts. Dad lost money on horse racing, and Mom on investments. So 6 years ago, they sold the house to a relative and have been living there on a generous discounted rent. They were paying off the remaining debts with Dad still working, but they never stopped gambling and investing, so the debts grew. They couldn't even pay the rent anymore. That's when they asked me if we could live together. This is unbelievable! So the house already belongs to someone else? And they still have debts? Yes, which is why we've been living together all this time. When we moved in, the agreement was that we'd pay rent and utilities, while they'd cover living expenses and do the housework. But gradually, that arrangement fell apart, and we ended up doing all the housework. They always had some excuse for why we had to do the grocery shopping. Eventually, they even started asking us for money. Why did you keep living with them? Every time we tried to move out, they'd guilt trip us, saying things like, "Are you abandoning your parents?" Or, "Have you forgotten what we did for you?" Just when we were feeling stuck, you guys offered to move in with them. Thank you so much for taking over. This can't be happening! I assumed they would have told you everything. Apparently not. This feels like a betrayal. How could they keep something so important a secret? So let me ask you, did you ask them to take over all the housework and childcare when you decided to move in? Well, we were planning to ask for their help gradually after the baby was born. Same goes for you then. Where did you guys move to? I'm not telling. I'm cutting ties with my parents and Darren. Cutting ties? I've been looked down on for being a dropout for too long, and I don't want to be taken advantage of anymore. I just want to live quietly with Calvin. That's an exaggeration! Just so you know, I gave up going to high school for Darren's sake. What do you mean? When he was still in elementary school, he got very sick. The treatment was very expensive. My parents did everything they could to come up with the money, but it still wasn't enough. They had to prioritize his treatment costs, so they couldn't afford my school fees. I understood the situation and decided to give up on further education. Are you serious? I did want to continue my education, but I had to do what was best for my family. Getting Darren better was the most important thing. I had no idea you had made such a big sacrifice for him. Well, it was for my little brother, so I accepted it. My parents were desperate, and I wanted to help them. I see. But as Darren got better, he became more and more spoiled. Taking advantage of our parents' favoritism, he would take my things, and even spend the money I saved in my piggy bank without any remorse. When I told our parents, they just doted on him and didn't discipline him. They even sent him to a good college. I had to give up my education for him, so it was really frustrating. But now, I've gotten a GED. I plan to go to college once things settle down with work. So being able to finally cut ties is a huge relief for me. Wait a minute. Darren uses other people's money without permission? Does that mean he might use my money too? We've never lived together before. We only started living together after getting married. I never noticed before, but maybe... It's quite possible. No way! Are you serious? We're both high-earning elites. We make good money. He should be using his own money. It's not about the money. His habit of using other people's things and money is like an addiction. If you two are earning well, you can probably support my parents too. Thank you. I never heard anything about them having debts. They've left all the housework to us for the past 3 years. It's far from the ideal you imagined, but good luck as a family. I'm rooting for you. I can't do both work and housework like you. Oh, so you do realize how difficult it is. Please, Michelle, we'll give up on living together. We thought we could get someone to do all the housework and childcare for free, but we'll just hire a housekeeper and a babysitter. So please, take your parents back. You and Darren wanted this. Take responsibility until the end. Now, I want to enjoy the last of my vacation. Don't bother me again. Wait, Michelle. At least, tell me your new address. No way. I have no intention of having any more contact with you. Good luck being elite together. Darren and Annabelle used to look down on Calvin and me, calling us uneducated and at the bottom of the social ladder. In truth, Calvin runs his own company. We kept this a secret from them to avoid being taken advantage of. I may be a high school dropout, but I've worked hard and earned a management position. As a result, we earn far more than them. Thanks to our income, we were able to support my parents and save money. After moving out of their house, we bought a spacious new home. Interestingly, I've heard from the relative who now owns the old family home that Darren and Annabelle are doing all the housework and childcare themselves. They're also covering all expenses while supporting my parents. Given my parents' debts, their life must be quite tough. They're reportedly regretting their choice. It's too late for that now.
Dad, can we talk? Hi, Mary. Travis and I are driving up there next weekend. We could not get the airplane tickets. Are you okay with car sickness? You're like me. You always get car sick. I should take an anti-sickness medicine, then fall asleep with the seat down. I should be okay. I see. So when we get there, I have to figure out where to park the car. Oh, okay. I'll ask my neighbor to let you park in his spot. Thanks. I'll let Travis know. Please say hi to him. I should get my driver's license soon. It's definitely more convenient. Maybe you don't get sick if you're driving. I see. Well, I'll think about it later. I'll see you next week when I go home. I'll be waiting for you. We will have a feast. Mary, it's me, your dad. You're coming home today, right? It's already been an hour since you said you arrived. Mary, is everything okay with you guys? If you see this, please reply. I will text Travis now. Travis, are you guys okay? You might be driving, but it would be great if you could reply. Hi, Mike. Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. I'm not driving right now. What's going on? I tried to teach Mary, but she didn't reply, so I thought I'd text you. Has she yet to arrive there? Nope. Where is she? I dropped her off at the airport. Airport? She told me you guys were driving. I thought you were driving. Mary doesn't have a driver's license and... Oh. I've got some urgent business. I had to use the car, so she decided to fly there. I thought you had already heard from her. I'm sorry I didn't notice. No, I'm sorry I didn't know. So that's what happened. Well, please let me know if you hear from her. If I hear from her, I'll let you know. Right, okay. I found where Mary is. She got into an accident in Seattle and was taken to the hospital by ambulance. I'm on my way there right now. But why Seattle? It's a long way from your place. It's also in the wrong direction from Portland. Anyway, my wife and I are heading to Seattle now. Please head there as soon as you get this message. Dad, I'm safe. Mary. Dad, you're heading this way now, right? Oh, I'm driving with Mom right now. But your life is not in danger, right? Yeah, somehow. But I've broken my leg, so I'll need to stay in the hospital. But the driver of the other car took the appropriate action. He's treating me with sincerity, so please don't raise your voice when you talk to him. I understand. Anyway, I'm glad you're okay. Well, I better get going. Mary, I want to ask you some questions when I get there. Yeah, I know. I understand. Drive safe, Dad. Travis, I haven't heard from you since then. What's going on? Oh, Mike. How are you? Sorry, I dropped my phone in the water and had to turn it off to dry it out. Have you heard from Mary? How dare you? How dare you? Mike? What is it all of a sudden? You're having an affair, aren't you? What? You canceled your trip. You've been planning to have an affair with someone else. What? Mary gets carsick quickly, so she takes pills and falls asleep as soon as she gets in the car. You took advantage of that. You drove to Seattle and left Mary on the street. Then you picked up your girlfriend. Mary was left all alone, far away from her destination. I see. How did you get all the information? But I screwed this up. Do you admit what you did? Well, I don't blame you. I am done with Mary, so I dumped her 100 miles down the road. You found out sooner than I thought, but I took her money away. It's going to be hard to walk home. I'll never forgive you. You are out of line. By the looks of it, you haven't read my text yet. Your texts? I'm already here with Mary. Huh? Why? How could you find her? I took her phone away. You thought you'd taken all means of communication. Is that what you're trying to say? Well, yes. This was a real blessing, though. The one you took was her old phone. Huh? Just the other day, she got a new one. She kept her old one. You mean that's the one I smashed? Yeah, go check your text. Then we'll talk. Mary was in an accident at that place. I thought you found out so fast. That's what happened. She's in the hospital. I wanted to buy some time while she was gone. Are you worried about your affair more than about your wife's injuries? That's pretty rotten. I'm sorry, but my love for her has cooled off. It can't be helped now. But that doesn't mean you should leave her in the middle of the city. Yes. I'm sorry. What's up with your attitude? You don't know where I am. What if I told you I do? Huh? You're at a resort hotel with a woman. How do you know? The bag you took from Mary has a GPS attached to it. I guess you didn't notice that. A GPS? We got one a while ago for her. She told me that she misplaces her belongings often. Mary seems to like it. Besides, the resort hotel is owned by our relative. Huh. You've been here before, haven't you, on your college graduation trip? Do you remember who the organizer of that trip was? Mary. That's it? Seriously? So, I'm going to your room now. Huh? Your dad's with me. My dad too? I caught him. Wait! You're gonna have to pay for this. Damn! I'm under my father's surveillance because of you. Don't realize what you've done? You guys want your compensation, don't you? Yes, I'll pay you. My girlfriend's father is the president of a big company. He'll pay a fraction of $1 million. I heard your girlfriend went to the same college Mary went. Yes, that's right. She's rich and famous. I heard that's not true. What? Mary knows her because she was pretty famous. She was famous for lying without hesitation to attract men. But you know, she always had a lot of money. I'm sure you'll understand if you hear about her job now. Her job? I'm a little afraid to put it into words. I heard she's so much in debt that she has to do that kind of work. Debt? So I guess you have to cover the fees we'll charge. Wait a minute. I don't have that kind of money. Because you went on expensive dates with your girlfriend? Does that mean your wallet and savings are empty? Please forgive me. Apologize to Mary. Either way, she has no intention of forgiving you, so... From now on, wait for my lawyers to call. Mike? Well then, bye, scumbag. The reason he went to the trouble of leaving Mary behind was Travis's girlfriend's idea. She had a one-sided view of Mary as a rival. As a result, she stole Travis and planned to leave Mary in Seattle. Mary demanded a reasonable amount of compensation from both of them. When Travis's girlfriend learned about what happened to Mary, she was shocked that her prank had gone too far. She quickly accepted the payment and the restraining order. She has been very busy with more work. And Travis. His father threw him into a company run by an acquaintance, and he also took on several part-time jobs. He's now under 24-hour surveillance, working daily to pay off his debts.
Thanks for your hard work, Mary. Thanks for delivering Ted's change of clothes yesterday. That was no big deal. I'm relieved to see Ted is doing better than I expected. I was surprised when I heard he had broken his leg and been admitted. I'm sorry I made you worry. My sons or I should have gone to change his clothes. But Tyson says he can't because he works late every night. Keith finally got a job offer and is busy studying for it. I don't have a driver's license, so I can't go often. I'm glad a nice person like you are Tyson's fiancé. I'm sure you're busy with your work too. It must be hard for you to move back and forth between my house, the hospital, and your place. You even did his laundry at home. No problems. We're going to be a family in the future. It's nothing. I thought the laundry might be too much. But both you and Keith were not home when I went there, so I took the laundry home. It's totally fine, thank you. It's just, the way you folded the laundry was weird. If you fold them like that, they'll get wrinkles. What? Is that so? I'm sorry. That's how we folded at my parents' house. I'll show you how we fold ours. Come over when I'm here. You'll visit me frequently. I'll teach you everything I know. Thank you very much. I'll visit you when I have some free time. 1 week later. Hello, Mary. Are you still at the hospital? Oh, hi. I'm already back at the office. I still have some work to do today. Oh, really? Then what should I do? I wanted to ask you to do some shopping. Shopping? Could you do that for me? I looked in the fridge today and it was empty. You see, I don't drive. It's hard to go shopping. But there is a supermarket near your house, right? It's about a 5-minute walk. That supermarket is expensive. I'd go broke if I had to go there every time. You have to be a good saver, Mary. Okay. Well, please go shopping anyway. Rice, milk, eggs, vegetables, meat. I'm sorry, just a minute. I still need to finish work today. Will you go to the nearby supermarket today? You can get what's necessary today. I'll go on my day off for the rest. I can't carry heavy things back and forth. Then you can ask Tyson or Keith to drive you there. Tyson is at work. I told you Keith is busy studying. Keith got a job offer at Ford Heavy Industries. He's going to start work soon. So he's studying hard. You can't interfere with that, can you? Is it so difficult to go shopping for just an hour? I saw Keith at the mall the other day. Besides, I'm busy with work too. Work is very important for Keith. Go shopping, please. Okay, I'll come by later. Hello, Mary. Will you go shopping and cook for me today? What? Again? I made some dishes for you yesterday. I thought there was enough for a week. I know. Keith didn't like them, so I threw them all away. What? You threw them all away? He said they taste different. The seasoning was a little off. Can you make it again? What? Why did you throw it all away? You told me Keith wanted a different kind of dish. That's why you asked me to cook something. And you threw them all away? What are you doing? I did ask you to cook, but Keith is used to my style of cooking. Anyway, I threw them out. You could have re-seasoned or rearranged them. There are many ways to eat it. It's a waste to throw them all away. Oh my, are you saying it's my fault? That's terrible. It's your fault for making something we don't like. How can you say that? Are you feeding Tyson that food? I feel sorry for him. Okay, I'll cook for you again. By the way, what about the money for the things I bought yesterday? What? Are you going to charge me? You made something I can't eat. You've got a lot of guts. You haven't paid me back for all the shopping I've done for you. I need a car to go to the bank. It's not easy without Ted. Don't you have any compassion? But you've been talking back to me a lot. I never argued with my mother-in-law. Women these days are so sassy. I'm sorry. Well, it's okay for now. I'll see you later. Hi, Mary. Did you vacuum my house today? It's so dusty. I did it this morning. I vacuumed all the rooms. You just vacuumed? You didn't even wipe down the floor? I can't believe it. Don't tell me you don't wipe down your floor. You'll make Tyson sick. I go all the way to your place in the busy morning hours. Do you expect me to vacuum and wipe your floor in just 30 minutes? I need to go to work. I'm willing to help because you have a backache. You should ask Keith to do it. I can't go every morning. It's too much work. How dare you? Don't you want to help us? Did I say something wrong? It's time for my meeting. Bye. Hello, Mary. What's today? I brought Ted's clothes yesterday. Shopping? Housework? I'm still at work. Can I text you later? You're putting work first again. I knew it. We were right after all. What is it? After seeing your behavior over the past month, we decided to call off the engagement. You are not fit to be a wife in this family. What? I'm so disappointed in you. I thought you were a decent young lady. You're a terrible cook and a lousy cleaner. The way you fold the laundry is all wrong. And all you said was work, work, work. A woman should never use work as an excuse. And when I asked you to do the shopping, you told me to ask my sons to do it. You tried to leave everything to others. You don't even thank me when I try to teach you my cooking. I'm worried about Tyson's future with you. I realized it was a mistake for you guys to be engaged. What? I wanted to teach you our way, but you're always running away to work. So I gave up and decided to get a new one. You are not so young anyways. I wasn't sure if I could see my grandchildren. I don't understand. So you guys had a family meeting? Did everyone agree to call off the engagement? Not just you, but Tyson too? That's right. Tyson favors my opinion. He said, if Mom says no, then no. I see. So the engagement's off. I don't want a woman like you in my family. I want a younger, prettier, more devoted daughter-in-law. I understand. If you insist, then let's call off the engagement. Thank you for being so understanding. Well then, I rescind the job offer for Keith. I look forward to Keith's continued success. What? A job offer? Yes, the job offer from Ford Heavy Industries. I'm rescinding it with the breakup of my engagement. Since I no longer have any relationship with you guys, I have no obligation to give you any favors. What are you talking about? Are you saying that you're rescinding the job offer? Are you saying that because you're angry? There's no way you can do such thing. What are you talking about? I'm CEO of Ford Heavy Industries. What? CEO? You are? Don't tell me you didn't know that. I thought I told you when I first met you. No, but that's impossible. I can believe you're the CEO of Ford Heavy Industries. Did you know Ford Group? Ford Heavy Industries is a subsidiary of Ford Group. It's a big group company. Yes, I know. I see it on TV commercials all the time. I know, right? My grandfather is the head of the Ford Group. His name is Jonathan Ford. Huh? By the way, Ted knew about this. He knew about my company and my grandfather. Ted asked me to hire Keith, so I offered him this position. Really? Ted asked you? I had no idea. Did you think he got the job offer on his own? Keith dropped out of college. He had no work experience. Do you think he could get this job offer? Are you kidding? Ted was worried about him and begged me to hire Keith. I thought I'd give Keith some training. That was a waste of my time and effort. What? Really? He was going to be my future brother-in-law, but the engagement has been called off, so I am canceling the job offer. Oh, no. Wait a minute, I understand. You can marry Tyson. You guys have engaged again. That's fine. What's fine? I've got to make time to take care of Ted's errands, shopping, and housework. I'm busy with work, but I did it all by myself. You haven't even paid me back on groceries, and I don't complain about it. I did more than enough work. You insulted me, calling me old, ugly, and a lousy housekeeper? Then you told me you called off the engagement? Do you think I'm not angry? I told you I forgive you. I'll approve of your marriage. Huh? I don't need that now. My love for Tyson has fallen to the ground because of this incident. He made me take care of his father. He couldn't stop his mother's outbursts. Instead, he agreed with you to call off our engagement. I don't need a man like that. What's the point of giving me forgiveness or approval? Isn't it you who should be asking for forgiveness? I am still waiting to receive a word of apology. I mean, I feel bad. I feel bad for everything I did. You feel bad? Can't you even apologize properly? Even elementary school kids know how to say sorry. Why don't you learn some common sense before you critique others? Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. Please forgive me. Well, I won't accept your apology. I understand the engagement was canceled. I'll tell my parents and hire a lawyer. Let's call it off officially in a couple of days. I'll ask you to return the expenses. No, wait a minute. No. Pretend it never happened. I won't do it again, and I'll pay you back, please. I've already made up my mind. I'm so glad I didn't marry Tyson. I got to know the true nature of Tyson and my MIL. Oh, I shouldn't call you MIL anymore. I'm no longer Tyson's fiancé. I shouldn't even text you anymore. It's not worth contacting my ex-boyfriend's mother, so I will delete your number. Please delete my number from your phone too. Hey, wait a minute. Now, if you'll excuse me, thank you for everything. Please. After that, Andrea and her sons came to apologize in a panic. I was at my parents' house, so I never saw them again. They came to my office. They also got down on their knees and apologized. I ignored all of these and won the engagement breakup with a lawyer. Ted was discharged from the hospital and found out everything that happened. He slapped divorce papers on Andrea, and they are now living separately. Tyson was still in love with me and continued living in the same place. However, the rent was too high. He was evicted and moved back to her parents' house. Keith had his job offer rescinded, and he started job hunting again. but no one wants to hire him so far. Andrea's neighbors call her a nightmare MIL. They are the target of criticism and ridicule. Their arrogance in trying to test people caused them so much pain. 6 months later, I went on a blind date. I am married to a calm and gentle husband who supports me well. I am so glad I got rid of that family. I will continue to do my best.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.